We were a little lackluster on that, I gotta say.
I was trying to bring the energy. I don't know what you guys were doing.
The delay didn't help.
Guys, the last week something crazy happened. You know what that was? A ton of Lego got announced. But first off, we want to know how all of our weeks were. Look, we had everything from Star Wars sets revealed. We had everything from a new theme to new Disney sets to I don't even know. But there's a lot of cool stuff that we want to talk about. So let's get right into your week. Matt Mellish, how was your week?
My week was good. Just busy.
All right, Zane, how was that?
You know, I've been waiting for a long time on getting. It was busy as always, though. Ethan, come on, Ethan, get with the program. I've been waiting a long time on a Bricks and Pieces order that I finally realized had come in the mail earlier than I had thought. And this is me admitting live that I don't check my mail probably as often as I should.
Yeah,
because I don't have a mailbox, right? I have
Ethan,
the kind that you have to
complaining
unlock.
about this last week.
I have the type of mailbox that you need to unlock, right? And I don't really
I've got the same thing.
need to leave my apartment very often. And I often forget to check my mail. And so sure enough, I thought this package would have been dropped off at my door or whatever, but you know, $60 worth of a Bricks and Pieces order is smaller than I anticipated.
Oh yeah, no, it's very small.
Depends. Wait, who was in my mailbox?
Bricks and Pieces.
Lego Bricks and Pieces.
Oh,
the Lego shop.
Sorry. For some reason, I was thinking, whatever.
Bricklink?
Yeah. No. So I have it. I got some animals inside of here that I'm looking forward to opening up soon.
Opened it.
I just found it today.
Oh, okay.
Number one. Number two, I want to make a video with it. So I gotta
reenact all the things.
I do it as I do it. Come on. Then I also built the Justifier live on Twitch, which, you know, I knew it was a big set, bigger than one would think, but this is a big set. If you push this down, the back kind of hammer looking piece, it drops the landing gears, which is really cool. There's a space in the middle section for Cad Bane to sit and for you to put your Omega in the prison. I liked the set. It was not a fun build for multiple reasons. Number one was the fact that I had to rebuild it multiple times because of that darned wheel that I have spinning. And number two, there's a lot of Technic. And number three, it's all dark gray and black. So, I mean, it's a cool looking set once it's completed. It's not necessarily one of those iconic Star Wars ships that you would expect to get from Lego, but I like how different it is. And I now have both Bad Batch sets, so I'm happy with that. Lastly, I also got some new stuff from the LAN. So a big thanks to Lego for sending me. This is gonna be a fun review. the Little Mermaid storybook. I'm really looking forward to building that one and reviewing it. You have no idea.
See, Matt, I was thinking about that recently. I was like, you know, I'd love to do it. I definitely know you don't have the type of situation where you can do this, but like getting one of those sets and then having like my nieces over and being like, just recording us building it together. But I know you don't have nieces, so that doesn't work.
No, I don't have nieces, and I used to have cousins that are no longer little cousins, which is weird. Every holiday you go home and you realize that you're older than you think you are. But then I also got the big one, the larger Little Mermaid
shell.
Set.
That's a nice
shell.
The royal clamshell, Ethan. The royal clamshell.
It's cool.
And lastly, for those of you who are wondering what was in the box, I just posted it on TikTok today. So just like 30 minutes ago, but
spoiler alert,
it was the Death Star 2 gift with purchase, which we will be talking about later, along with the Little Mermaid sets during our news portion of the show. I'm going to throw the ball to Zane.
You sure
Zane,
you want me
actually,
to go
You had a
next?
big week.
Zane,
Or should we wait?
I'm gonna say we should have Zane go last. I'm not because I want to go quicker, but I think Zane's news is the biggest and it deserves the
That's
last.
That's what I was
Okay.
debating in my own head. Ethan, throw the ball to you.
Hot potato.
Okay, my week. So earlier this week, I received a package, for a big, like 15 pounds of Lego parts, and it's nice.
Finally.
I already have it in my collection. Yes, I got one of those. I already sorted it too, so that was a busy day or whatever. And it had some really good parts. There were so many minifigure parts. There were some older Star Wars minifigs and some Ninjago, a lot of Minecraft as well, a lot of cool minifigs. And one thing this is my box of sets that I'm taking apart. But one set that
Gargantos?
Gargantos?
No, that was actually on my shelf and it fell and it gave me a reason to take it apart. This set was in there. It's kind of falling apart, but it's this TIE fighter.
No. The original TIE Interceptor.
Yeah. What is this? 1999?
Whoa,
Or is
is
it
that
No,
wait,
no,
is
no,
that
no, not that
Vader's?
old. Not that old.
Okay.
No,
What
that's
is
not
That's
Vader's.
the
I don't
TIE
think.
Interceptor.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
TIE
Interceptor.
Interceptor.
Sorry.
6 or
2006. Okay.
2006 or 2007. One of those.
Oh, I would have thought it would have been better than that for 2007.
I would
think
say
that's older.
2006. I actually, fun fact, that is one of the few sets that I've had that have fallen to the bin. I have that set. It's just in my parts collection.
This one's going in the bin, but I wanted to show y'all.
What?
Finish it.
This is why you can't
Finish
have
it.
nice things.
What else did I do? Oh yeah, but Gargantos fell actually yesterday. It fell off my shelf and it fell and it shattered. I didn't even know it happened. I walked in and I saw this olive green piece and I was like, "Ooh, olive green." Then I looked and I was like, "Oh,
Olive green.
That's a terrible set
Olive
anyway.
green.
So
And earlier this
Terrible. I liked it.
a
whoa.
couple of days ago, I built a mock with my mom, which was really cool.
I
Can
saw
I
that
just say
video.
how cute that was?
I
I was
love
like, wait,
that.
is it Mother's Day? Did I forget like a holiday or something?
Yeah,
I
you
saved
should
it
have
for Mother's
saved that.
Day.
I thought about it, but I was like, I don't have a video for. I would have to reply the day before. I was like, oh, I should wait. But I was like,
Can I just
fine.
say I read through the comments on that because I was just curious on how people reacted. And one of my favorite comments I saw in the entire thing was, "This kid is the biggest NPC on TikTok."
That was the top comment.
Ethan, I know it's not true, but I was like, that's really funny.
And yesterday I was on Old Gray Bricks, and I built this while I was on there. Maticus and Dom showed off their Mario pieces, and I was like, oh, I want to build a pixelated character. I built that in like 5 minutes. I don't think I showed this. This was my drink that I built. My little drink that I made. Looks pretty nice. It uses a really cool piece using dots bracelets on the inside.
Oh,
I was wondering
if it's perfect. I was
Well,
really
if you
happy.
watched his video, would know how he made it.
And then it goes well with my burger basket. But I think that was my week. Anything else?
burger basket.
I think
things
my
sound delicious.
So now I got a drink. Maybe I'll do a whole meal. But I think that was my week. Yeah, that was my week. I am currently working on a robot video. Level 1 Lego robot. Can you guess what level 3 would be? What about you, Mr. BrickingUpBrad?
I had a very interesting week, but I want to first give a huge shout out to our good friend Epic Bricks. I haven't made a video about this yet, but he hit me up after a video I did and was like, hey, you want crocodile Chima parts? Because I have a ton of them and they don't sell. So he sent them to me. And big shout out to him. He's such an amazing guy. So there's a bag of Chima crocodile parts here. And then I guess this was a sealed one of those bikes, I think, or something. So it's sealed set, kind of. And he put all the parts in there. He's like, hey, I think you can use these because they're Chima too. And so I was like, sweet. So I'm going to do some stuff with that. Just appreciate him. He's such an amazing guy, and all 4 of us know him very well at this point. So just want to give him a huge shout out. Second thing is something I hinted last week, which it got a little bit of damage because I used a stinking Bubba mailer. But it is this really cool Knights Kingdom 2 pen. It got a little bit dented on the side, but basically there's a case in here that you can keep everything into. So technically the outer packaging, if it gets bruised up a bit, that's fine. You'll still keep everything safe in the inside.
No one cares.
But I was at a Lego convention this past weekend. And you know what? This was the first convention where I didn't spend more than like, I don't know, $70.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. The sellers there were pretty crap. I'm not gonna lie.
Good for you though, Brad. Way to keep the wallet in check.
Was my main man there from last year?
Yeah, his prices were jacked this year. I love him, but his prices were jacked.
You can talk him down. You can talk him down, though.
I know. I try. Well, actually, so this bag of minifigures is from him. And I got, which I'm gonna get an eye roll here, but 3 of these Rogue guys from him, and he actually dropped them like a couple each of them. So I think he dropped like $2 off of each or something. And then I also got the Space Miner, who I'm really excited about because I'm trying to collect every castle and space CMF. And so that helped. And then Ben the Brick Builder, our good friend there, was there. And he works with a guy who has a Bricklink store, and the guy brought a lot of minifigures out, and these were good prices. So I actually bought 4 Death Watch, which I'm really excited about because I want to do a mock with them at some point here. Finally got myself a Vladek, which I need to get him a cape. He's a big villain. Got an M-Tron and Blacktron figure for my space collection because I really like those guys. And I got a bunch of Fright Knights baddies here, which I'm really wanting to grow my Fright Knights collection. But he had really good prices, and so I picked up a bunch of figures from him. There's a couple more that I didn't show, but I was really excited about that. Really great guy. The last thing, though, is I was going to Target today, and I was like, all right, I got to get an onion for something I was cooking for dinner tonight, and I also got to get a new pillow. Because I slept on a friend's couch over the weekend, and
that was an expensive onion.
Well, I walked. Okay, so all of the internet, and we're going to have to talk about this very soon. There has been a huge problem with this one Lego set getting released at Target early. And so I picked myself up a Fang Fighter versus TIE Interceptor early. Like, we're like, what, 6 days early? So really excited. This was a set that's on my list. And actually, just for you guys, I'm doing this just for you guys. I'm working on the Fang Fighter so that when we talk about it later, I can give some actual, like, real thoughts about it. Like, this is the first time I've ever had a set. Like, this got announced today. This is insane to me. So, working on that. I did mess up, though. A 1x2 gray tile is supposed to go under here, and I can't open it up. So, yeah. It's not going.
That's a problem for future Brad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick it somewhere and hope I remember that it's part of the set one day. So, yeah, that's all I had. Also, real quick, what Zane's about to say is gonna like destroy any nice thing we have to say. When I was at this Lego convention, I had 2 really awesome fan interactions. The first one was actually I hung out with this guy and a bunch of other people the night before, and he came up to me the second day and he was like, so all night I was like, yo, I reckon your face looked so familiar and I couldn't place it. And then Zane, stop it.
Zane, seriously, stop.
You know the rule. You know the
seriously.
rule.
Seriously, what?
And he was like, I recognize you. And he's like, I realized last night when I looked you up, I was actually subscribed to your YouTube channel. So that was really cool to me. And the second was, and this was just the most awesomest interaction I've ever. I've had a lot of awesome interactions with fans, but this definitely made me smile. I was standing next to my mock and I was showing it off and talking about it. and I had a ton of trolls and orcs there. And the dad and his son were talking to me. And the dad goes, "Oh, those big ogres are really cool." And I was like, "Oh, they're actually trolls." People kept calling them ogres. I'm not gonna lie, that got to me. That got to me. I was like, "These aren't Shreks." And I was like, "Oh yeah, they're trolls." And this kid goes, "One troll is equal to 10 men," which is a direct quote from my tavern talk about the troll faction. And I'll tell you right now, unless this kid has done as much in-depth studying as I have, there's no way he would know that fact unless it was from watching my video. And I go to him, I was like, "Hey, I know where that fact came from. Is that you're a fan of BrickingUpBrad? Like, I mean, or do you watch his videos?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, I am BrickingUpBrad." So that was really cool.
But I am. And
he freaked out and he wanted a picture and stuff. So that was really awesome. And that like just very awesome interaction. So Zane.
Yeah, we're having a baby, so that's cool. Let's move on to the next thing.
What?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, actually. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
What?
Move on.
No, Zane, we need to celebrate this with you.
Nope. I wanted to. Was having fun, super happy. Nothing like getting called out live on the internet. So.
Oh, come on,
when
Zane.
You're showing non-G-rated things, that's not cool, man.
Well, it was a joke, just because Brad had a long conversation. Teasing old Bradsters there. But
all right, Zane, come on. Come on, Zane.
On.
Zane, you look very pretty today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate being complimented.
Well,
Zane, come on.
Zane's not going to say it, we're going to say it for him, guys. Studbuds is getting a new member. Zane Jr. is going to be joining the group. So that's really awesome. And
we are extremely excited for him. Mm-hmm. We are extremely excited for him. We've known about it for a little while, but it's time that he shares it with everybody else, and it's a great moment. It truly is.
Yes.
We're very excited for you.
Mm-hmm.
Zane's mad for no reason. I have no idea.
All right, Matt. Let's move on.
Whatever. Zane, anything else that you would like to share with us about your week?
Nope, that was it.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, I also just want to thank everybody else for being here today. Big shout out to Wrathful. Stubbos are over? No. We're just adding some.
Yeah.
LCM Creations in the house. Doodle Bricks. Brad is flexing on all of us. Dude Jude.
Mm-hmm. I'm not actually. Okay, you know the thing is though, it's not a flex because literally everyone has been able to find one at Target, and I'm going to talk about that here soon.
Goodness gracious! But with all that being said, we teased it earlier. It's time to drop into. If I could find I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared as usual. It's time to drop right into the news.
And now for breaking news.
All right, so we have a lot to cover, and I mean a lot. First up is the LEGO May the 4th event, which will be starting on May the 1st, lasting through the 7th. There are 4 things that you need to keep in mind for this. So we have first the mini Death Star. We have Death Star plans, which is kind of wrapped into this celebration of the Return of the Jedi anniversary coin. Double VIP points for all LEGO Star Wars purchases that you make, which I know last year there was a big kerfuffle with it. And we also get the miniature X-Wing poly bag.
I saw that. It was early, guys. They released that early. I just saw it at Target. When I found, I meant to talk about that. I found this poly bag, and there was one sitting right next to it, the X-Wing.
The Doctor Strange one?
Nice. Yeah. I was probably going to pick up more of these because they're probably going to be really good resale.
They're cool. They're cool.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get that figure if you don't already have it. And sure. I mean, look, I'm fine with these items, I suppose. I honestly, although I liked the gift with purchase better last year, I'm glad that they have the double VIP points for everything because last year they didn't do that.
Is it actually everything? Is that like
all Lego Star Wars purchases? It says it right there. I screenshotted it directly from Lego.com. So all Lego Star Wars purchases double VIP, and then at different tiers you get the different items. So let me just pull up really quickly what because I know the Death Star is $150 you have to spend, but I forget about the other stuff. Anything you guys have thoughts on this? Thoughts on this? Brad, kick us off.
I want Lego to take May the 4th seriously. And it just feels like, I don't know, the Death Star's cool. But I don't know. Like last year's was kind of lame too. And the year before, like it used to be really cool stuff we got for May the 4th. Like they make this such a big deal. They try to make it, but then it's like, they give us this. It's a decent Death Star, but also at the same time, like I have the planet one and I think it looks better. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
I'm just saying, like, I know it gets to that 40. I mean, is that printed the 40 year?
I would obviously I haven't opened up my box, but I would think so since the dioramas are. Also, just to point out, the Death Star plans with the coin that is available for purchases over $85, and the X-Wing polybag is purchases over $40. So you still get something even if you're just getting one of the new sets, basically. Ethan.
Cool. I like the grass stock. That's great NPU for a set. But it's a nice looking build, but it's if it was just a random Star Wars GWP, it'd be fine. But this is the May 4th gift with purchase, which is like,
right.
It feels like it needs to be. There's nothing exclusive about it, except I guess the box. So I guess that's yeah. Oh, the instructions.
I would have really liked for it to have come with a figure. A
figure would have been great. Which minifigure would have been good? What's like if it could
an Admiral Piet, or maybe like Zane had said before, like a battle damaged Darth Vader.
Oh, cool. Sorry. This is a very side note. I just learned something recently about Darth Vader. Zane, you will find this interesting. Did you know that every year Lego has to put Darth Vader in a set?
I did not.
I don't know if that's officially true, but I was told that recently. Every year, Lego is like obligated, like under contract, to put a Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper in a set.
I did not know
that's
that.
Why
I don't know if that's true or not. I can't think of the year that they haven't, though. I'm trying to think back.
Exactly. And that's why that's why we got a Darth Vader in a Star Wars. Because we got the TIE Bomber, because where else would he go like this year? Like at least sets. So I don't
they put him out in the Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker diorama.
I don't know, but still, that's something I heard, and that's why we always get a Darth Vader and a random Stormtrooper every year. So I don't know.
I'm curious. Do you remember where you heard that from?
I heard it from a bunch of people, a handful of people this weekend.
Oh, okay.
But that could be
word on the
false.
street. Word on the street.
Yeah. So what's funny is if you collect a Stormtrooper every year, each one is different.
Yeah.
Well, not every year.
Most of the time. How many different versions of Stormtroopers have there been in the last 6-7 years?
I don't think that many. I mean, they made the Rebels one, which was different, but I mean, ever since they kind of updated the model from the early 2000s, I mean, I think they've gotten better for sure. More detail.
Yeah. Oh, I think they've gotten better, but it's definitely different especially when they changed the helmet mold.
Right. Yeah, for sure. But going back to this, sorry, I didn't mean to. We were talking about that. to me, like Admiral, not Thrawn, Tarkin. I was gonna say, with the Death Star, because is that Death Star? Oh, that's Death Star 2. So
that would be the Death Star 1.
Piet. Death Star Trooper or something like that. I don't know.
Still not really exciting, but it would be something.
Yeah.
What are you guys? So, I guess this question for everybody: are you guys going to buy anything on May the 4th, or have your expenses timed out before that event?
I mean,
I don't.
This was the only set from Star Wars that I was like, I kind of want to get early on, and I guess I probably should have waited till May the 4th. It's not like it's good resale, but besides that, it's not like I would want this on. If I was going for resale, yeah, I'd want these. But yeah, no, I'm sorry.
I don't see myself buying anything. There's some cool stuff out.
Yeah.
But for me, not right now.
A part of me is wondering whether or not I will or won't. Just
oh,
because
didn't you already get one?
No. Listen. There is one that you got to bag and one that you got to tag.
Sure.
So I'm wondering whether or not I should get another one to keep sealed, because this is obviously one that I'm going to open up and build and review. And there are some Star Wars sets that I might want to get. It's just, do I really need them right now, or do I want to wait until they go on sale?
Just think of yourself with an exclusive Star Wars coin.
I mean, honestly,
okay, I'm gonna be honest. That doesn't really
coin,
excite me.
The VIP coin is cool that it goes with that. Like, I liked I still have my Beskar keychain on my keychain. I just
so heavy.
I can hit people with it if I need to.
Zane, are you going May the 4th shopping?
No.
What? You're just not interested?
Not really. I mean,
well, you do have some very important, necessary savings on the way, I suppose.
I don't have the money to go spend $500 on May 4th for a coin.
How much is the Death Star again?
Well, the Death Star is only 100. Well, I say only. The Death Star is $150 compared to Zane's assertion. It's a lot less.
Okay, that's still $150 for the Death Star for that. That's not worth it.
Considering that it doesn't come with an exclusive figure like the Amperu Kitchen did.
I'm just saying, like, and even the Forest Hideout, like, that comes with 2 figures. Like, I mean, it's cool looking. Like, I'm just
the Forest Hideout came with. It was the same price.
Yeah, it was 150. And that's why I was comparing it to that.
Right.
I don't know. It's just not like it makes me worried for whatever cool GWP we get next, because it's gonna be like $200 prices. They're bumping up that GWP threshold so insanely.
I mean, the Houses of the World 2 set was $200, I believe, which is insane. Yeah. But then again, LEGO doesn't view the GWPs the same way we view them, I don't think. I think they see them as more of a bonus to something that you were already going to buy, and then you get something extra, rather than you going to the event with it in mind that you have to spend this amount of money in order to get it.
Yeah, that's true.
The coin's cool, but like, what am I going to do with it?
I have the Mario coin, and it's really cool. And I think it would be one of those things, like, if you have all the other coins, this would be cool to add to your coin collection.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like, it doesn't come in that same clear case that we got like the Castle and Pirate and Space coin in.
I think there's more to it than this. I can't tell if that's just the case for the coin or if there's more on the inside to show like the more of the plans for the Death Star or not. Because I don't have that in front of me right now either. So I thought I had saw a leak of it with it being more than this, but obviously it's a leak and it might have been wrong. But anyways, let us know in the comments what you're thinking about picking up on May the 4th. If you're wanting to get the Death Star or not. I like it. I'm not in love with it genuinely, I think if it came with a figure, it would have been a lot more worth it. But I guess that's the price we have to pay nowadays. I wonder why they didn't make that same decision that they did last year when, I don't know, a lot of fans were happy about it. Anyways,
Yeah. It's all right.
It is what it is. Moving on. Sure. Brad.
Ooh.
As you were
not done with it yet.
Earlier.
I'm working on it. All right.
As we were talking about earlier.
Yes. Do you want to get the full, and I'll give a quick rundown of some thoughts I've had on this?
Yeah. So this releases on May the 1st. So if you're going to pick this set up, you have to spend $50 more to get the Death Star. Just putting that out there as well. It's $100.
I'm guessing it will go early. Like this is
$100.
like, huh?
It's a cool set, but it's not accurate. Obviously, if you've seen, I don't want to spoil it, but it's not accurate to the final season. Well, not the final season, but the last season of The Mandalorian. We don't see this battle occur on screen.
Yes. Now, two things about this set. One, the Fang fighter was originally seen in Rebels. I want to say Fennec Shan was the leader of a group that had Fang fighters. So we have seen these puppies in action and what they're supposed to look like and stuff. Second,
I don't mean to correct you, but I don't want the chat to roast you. It was not Fennec Shand, who's the bounty hunter in Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
It was Fen Rao.
Fen Rao. Sorry, I couldn't remember. That's why I said second, if you are buying one of these sets for the Darksaber, you get 2 of them in each of the sets. So that's just a quick heads up.
That's
also,
good to know.
Spoiler, you kind of don't need it anymore. But second, this Mandalorian figure is very cool. I very much love the printing of him. He looks great. I do like that. I will say, as so far on this Fang fighter, it is very flat. There is parts down here that do stick out more, and I'm working on the top part. But you build kind of a plate, and then you start building out a little bit. And I will say that my biggest problem with this set, and I got some people who kind of hated on me because I said I was a huge Mandalorian and Mandalorian Starfighter fan, and I was really excited for this set. And they're like, oh, why are you excited for it if it's not accurate? Well, the wings are supposed to turn. That middle area is supposed to turn and stuff because, it's like any other Mandalorian fighter where it goes like this, and then the cockpit's supposed to turn. And this can't do that. Like this is still in there. You can see all the plates that connect it. So to me, that kind of sucks. I would have rather put, this be its own set. You add another $20 to it or whatever. Maybe this is a $60, $50 set, and they make it so you can do that rather than it be static. So it's more screen accurate because all those ships look amazing when you can put the wings up. It is a smaller ship, which I like because it is supposed to be a smaller one. TIE Interceptor, though, looks absolutely amazing. Everyone I've heard talking about this absolutely loves that TIE Interceptor.
Yeah. I mean, the last one was, and the only one in play scale form was the one that Ethan showed kind of at the start of the show, which still had the blue markings and completely, inaccurate looking. But today, Lego has a lot of new pieces, new elements that they can use to actually make it look more rounded in the areas that it should. I wonder. I'm gonna pose this question: would you have rather had 2 different sets, or are you happy that these came together with the $100 price tag?
2 different, because then you could army build either of them if you wanted to. And they because I feel like this was more of an afterthought of them being like, we're just gonna throw a second ship in here and make it a little more cheaper instead of putting the work. Because I feel like when there's one ship in there, if there's 2 ships in a set, one ship is the main build, and the second one is just kind of an afterthought, if that makes sense. So a lot less of the pieces go into it. Right. So I think I would have preferred them to do this as its own set, but it's also like, honestly, I want to buy 3 or 4 of the Fang fighters because I think that'd be awesome. Or even a second one just so I can mock it to make it more screen accurate if possible. So, but yeah,
I love it. I'm glad that we're getting the set, even though it isn't technically screen accurate. It gives us an excuse to finally get the ship that we've seen first in Rebels, like you were talking about. It's well done. I also wish they would have put as much love, as you had said, Brad, into the Fang fighter as they did the TIE Interceptor.
Yeah.
But Ethan, is this one that you would ever want to get? I know you're not a big set
if I
guy,
if
but...
I wanted the minifigures, I mean, the minifigures are cool. They're solid looking ships. I mean, if I ever needed, I mean, they're cool looking ships. I mean, they're not like the best, but they aren't like, they're not like the worst. So it's like a middle ground set. So,
right.
Maybe not. I probably won't get it.
I think, I don't know. I was going to say something. I think the weird thing to me about this one, and Matt, me and you were talking about this. I don't know how much you can go into detail about it, but we were talking about it. This set has been on Target shelves for like weeks now. Like people have been able to find this set for weeks. Like MNR has gotten it. Jonathan, like Mini Superheroes, has gotten it. Emily got it. There's so many people already like who own this set at this point. And to me, it was kind of surprising that they only just announced the set today, because people have been able to get their hands on this for a while. So I wonder if the reason that didn't happen wasn't because of Lego, but because of Disney themselves. Like why they didn't announce it.
And we don't know.
Yeah.
Right. Like it would have been much better, I think, for them to have announced it at the very end of the Mando season. It would have been a very exciting moment. We were all excited about watching the finale anyways, so why not tie it in together? But it could have also been a Target issue. But in the past, I mean, I've gone to buy sets at Target that have released early there, and I wasn't allowed to buy it at the register. It went off. It was alarms were buzzing, and I was being looked at like, who is this fool trying to buy?
I've had that happen with a CMF that's already been released. I was like, I was
really
time, and I was going to get, it was the yellow bagged CMF. I forget. It was the turkey or one of those costume figures. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get it. I checked it out and it's like, oh, this is street dated or whatever it's called. And I'm like, really? It's already out. I can show you a picture. And she was like, nope. I'm like, okay. I
don't listen to you. Not listening to you. No, that's frustrating. That's really frustrating. I don't know. I think that it's cool always. Like Brad, you're so excited that you were able to find an unreleased, unannounced Lego set when you did. But at the same time, for the average buyer, they're not going to know the difference.
No, like straight. So actually, I had a really cool interaction with some people. I was in the aisle and there's 3 guys there. They were college age guys and they were looking for a couple sets from their, I think, new apartment or something like that. Actually, one of them was like wanting to get a lighting kit, and I was like, "Hey, I know the perfect guy who's got a discount code. You should check out Block.studios."
Not anymore. TikTok said goodbye. So,
found you on Instagram. So, I was like, I was very excited. They're like, "Oh, why are you so excited about this set?" I'm like, "Oh, this is street date. Like, this set hasn't even come out yet. Still has like just got announced today. Blah blah." They're like, "Oh, that's cool." Like, they thought it was cool, but they just didn't care. Like it, and that when it comes down to it, you're right. The average person doesn't care. Like, it's only us. And like, I picked this up early because I was very excited about this set, and it's kind of that thrill of, hey, I got it before everyone else, even though
that I did that with the Benatar when it came out a year ago. I got it like 9 days before, and I was like, I felt so special when I found it. I don't even think I opened it till like 2 weeks later. But I was like, I found it.
I actually did that the same way, Ethan. I ordered them. This isn't a plug, I promise. I didn't mean for this to happen. I ordered them from Zavvi.com. And they were out.
That special code.
save 10% off. Well, back in what was it? It was 2020 when those came out, right?
Yes.
They had released over in the UK at a different time. It was in June before the summer, and those were released in the States and the rest of the world in August. So it was cool to have that in the endgame final battle set early, and I built them live on stream, which was a lot of fun. But I don't know. It's just one of those things that for us doesn't make much sense, like when they announce things or why they hold off or when they release them in stores. We get a headache over it because we're the ones who are looking at it. But generally, people don't know and don't care.
Matt, I will say, though, you haven't talked about the biggest deal in this set. There's a crazy thing that I know you'll personally love about this whole set. I want you to take a quick look because me opening up the box, I already know this. Look at the set.
What will it be?
Oh, is there no stickers?
There's not a single sticker in this entire set. I'll tell you right now. It's got the only, I mean, the printed part, that cockpit, control panel, not a sticker. That's a printed piece.
There's no battle damage on these.
I did not even think of it. I did not. I'm so used to getting stickers. Wow.
Yeah, I thought about that because I was started building this when I was cooking dinner because I was waiting for it to cook, and I pulled it out of the box and I was like, wait, isn't there supposed to be a sticker sheet? Because most of these sets are stickers covered, not a single sticker.
Thank God. Thank the Lord. It's about time. Thank you, Lego. Thank you for finally making a $100 set without stickers in it. So there are printed pieces, the cockpit and the control panel, I'm guessing.
Yes. That's about it. I don't really, I mean, at least from what I built so far, there aren't really any, it's mostly just parts. It's mostly just brick built. This one's heavily brick built, a tiny bit of Technic in the back to put on the engines, but that's it.
Thank God.
Zane, I know you're a big Imperial fan. How do you feel about the TIE Interceptor? I feel like that's going to be one for you at some point.
You actually answered my question. I was curious if those markings on the side of it, if that was a sticker or not, but yeah.
Which markings?
So, go back right there on the, just on the side where the foils are at in the middle, where the two blasters are at. It looks like there's lines or something like some detailing there.
Those are the gold ingot pieces. Those bar looking pieces they use for Beskar and stuff.
Oh yeah,
I know it. Yeah, it's
what
the same.
Are you talking about the Fang fighter or the TIE Interceptor?
No, TIE Interceptor.
Yeah, I know it's the same kind of pieces as that.
So go back to where it shows the side shot of the TIE Interceptor. That one. Well, go back right there. See on the middle. Go back.
This one.
That one. The middle portion of the Fang of the foils, where it's got the black rectangle with the 4 studs on it, and then in front of it has the little disc.
Yep.
Is that not?
No,
is that not printed stuff, or is that just a vent piece?
That's a vent piece.
Oh, okay. From the one angle, it looks like sticker type thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's no stickers. So, I mean, again, Zane, as an Imperial, I know you love Imperial stuff. You gonna put this with the collection at some point, or?
I wouldn't mind it. I wonder how big it is compared to the Sith one, the red one.
You can make a mini wall mount for them.
I would say about the same size. Looking at it, I think it might be a tiny bit smaller, if anything.
It would actually be really cool to have a wall mount for this set in particular, to have both of the sets attacking
flying
one
together.
Another. Yeah,
that is true.
Make a wall mount with 2 little extensions that are kind of
it could double down as a 2-part thing like this and that, or it could even hold the light cruiser, something that's longer.
Right. Or it doesn't even need to necessarily be for this set, but if you wanted to have, if you had other fighters in your collection that you wanted to be chasing one another, maybe an A-wing.
Fighter next wing.
Yeah, an A-wing.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Gauntlet fighter. Yeah, you could look at a lot of different sets.
But anyways, the one thing that makes me happy about the TIE Interceptor coming to as a set is that we have the TIE Bomber we got this year, we got the TIE Fighter last year, we got the TIE Interceptor now. Like we got the trio, and there's 2 more sets that technically we need to fill out their entire squadron of Star Wars ships. There's that one that's in it's like the drop ship in Rogue One for the Imperials. It's in Jedi or the
Fallen Order.
One with Cal Kestis. Fallen Order. Thank you. I don't know. It's like they call it the Inquisitor ship at points. I'm pretty sure. It's like the red in the front. I don't know. But I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But there's
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
But also at the same time, I really hope we get the rest of the Rebel fleet that we're missing, like the Y-wing, B-wing, because we got another U-wing. So hopefully in this new scale that they're doing, we'll get all the ships, both Rebel and Imperial. But it's nice that they added a Mandalorian fighter. And if you have the last Mandalorian fighter, you got a little good fleet going for Mandalorians. So
kind of similar to the last X-Wing and TIE fighter we got, kind of that same scale.
Which again, I want them to keep doing a bunch of sets in that scale, So yeah. All right, we spent too much time on
moving on.
Yes,
moving on because we have a lot more to talk about. They released a full wave of new Sonic sets coming out in August of this year. So this one in particular is Sonic Speed Sphere Challenge for $34.99. This is the cheapest out of the bunch.
Let's just go through them all and then we'll give our thoughts.
Okay.
Just because I thought
Tales Workshop. Tales Workshop and Tornado Plane, $40. Then we have
Do you want an Indiana Jones plane or a Sonic plane?
I don't know. I'm a big fan of
Baron.
Sure.
Amy's Animal Rescue Island. Yes, that is a crab for $15. And lastly, Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge, $100.
Does the ball come in each of them?
No, just 2 of them. Only in the Loop Challenge and in the very first one, which is the Sonic Sphere Challenge. So the cheapest one and the most expensive one.
Which is kind of nice. Zane, I know you said in our group chat that you were kind of excited about these. What makes you excited for them? Or at least
it's nice to see something different. Sonic's been the idea. There was an idea set, but it's not one that I expected to see. I expected Zelda or something like that before seeing this. It's not Nintendo. It's Sega. So it's like pre-Nintendo or like at the same time as Nintendo coming out. So with as much Nintendo stuff going on, to have this line up instead of something more Nintendo is kind of unique to me.
I think it's because of the Sonic movies. If I had to guess, both Sonic movies did pretty well, and I have a feeling that it's relevant. Sonic is a relevant character right now because of those. So I wouldn't be surprised.
He's always been relevant. I mean, it's like Mario and Sonic. It's like it's like Marvel and DC. It's Sonic and Mario.
True, but I think it's relevant to a newer generation.
Yeah.
And these sets are targeting a very young group.
I would have to guess that they made the decision to put these sets out based on the reception from the first Mario Ideas set.
Sonic Ideas set, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I said Mario. Yeah. Sonic.
I agree with that. I will say, though, I was very thrown off by these sets when I first saw them because I was like, what is going on here? But they've kind of grown on me in a weird way. Like, they're kind of fun. Like, I love the idea of the play functions a lot more than what we got with Mario. I really want to try these out to see if it actually, I want to see if I can hit it hard enough to go through that loop. And if that is something you can do, otherwise, or are they just showing that and lying to us? It's really cool to see
that kid's doing it. That kid can do it.
I'm sure it'd work with the stun spike too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The stun spike, I'm really glad we got those ring things back in Sonic colors. This feels cool, and I like the functionality of these, more than the Mario sets too, because you get the figures, but you also get something that's meant for this group that's kind of fun and a little bit out there. This one is the only odd. I think it's kind of weird to me, but it's like, I mean, it's cool. No matter what, like they all come with the figures, and they're kind of cool. So I don't know. I'm a
weird
fan.
animals that I don't even know what they are.
They look like sets that are better in person than you see on the box. Like it's
True.
that type of.
I'll say that.
Well,
Red
it's hard
Flame looks kinda cool
to
too.
it's hard to show the playability of it necessarily in photos. You just kind of have to experience it yourself. I'm sure the ones that use the stunts elements with the ball are the best ones. I'm glad they put the one of those at the lowest price of $35. And I think the reason why even this set is $35 is because it does have some larger pieces and some new printed pieces. That ball, there is one thing though. That ball is gonna get so scratched up. Don't worry about that.
I was wondering how they're gonna do that launching system, and it's such a weird way. Like they're just smashing down on that.
Maybe you'll come with two.
You're gonna break those bricks.
I know. That's what I'm thinking.
I can't tell.
And
you see those holes in the like star smashing piece? Are those screws? Is there screws?
Technic pins. Just Technic pins.
Okay. It looks like something actually that needs to be screwed in there.
So I don't know. I like that we get figures. I'm fine with these sets.
I'm excited to use like that new ball piece. I mean, it looks like it's just two that slap together like that. I mean, it seems like an interesting piece to use in mocks. This is a type of set that I see you kind of play with it for a few days, and after 6 months, it goes to the bin. So I'm excited to see all these parts in bulk boxes that you purchase.
That's actually a really good point.
It's also kind of fun because I think you could take any stunt sets you have and mix things in, like between these two. Like if you have some stunts elements, you could honestly make a bit of a course with that too. And if you wanted to use the stunt spike on these things, you could do some stuff with that.
Grapple says there was also the new Sonic game and animated show on Netflix. That makes sense. He also says when you have the $100 one more together and not spread out into the separate parts, it looks really good. I see what you're saying. These are not sets that you're going to display. These are not necessarily for the Sonic fan. Like you're not going to put this on a shelf, right? This makes it look a lot more interesting and fun to play with.
That's a good picture. That's accurate.
It's a playable set. It's supposed to be played with and scratched and knocked down. It's not a shelf sitter. Yeah, exactly.
No.
It's not really meant for us, but it's still cool.
But if an adult wanted to get one of them, at least just for the figures, maybe some of the parts, I don't like. It's not like the Mario sets where it just kind of feels weird. Like it makes sense.
Right.
I don't know.
Are you gonna pick up any of these?
No, but I think on top, I'm not a Sonic fan. These aren't for me. Me
neither.
I never grew up playing these kinds of games. Like even Mario's a little bit for me, but like it's still cool. And I'm very like my boss's son is a huge Sonic fan and got the idea set. And I know he's going to absolutely love these. And I'm guessing. So, yeah.
If Mario did something similar to this, or vice versa, if Sonic had made something instead similar to Mario in the way that those sets play, how would you have felt?
I think Mario would be. See, the one thing is this makes sense. Okay. I honestly hate to say it, but how each of them got done makes sense for the games they're coming from. Sonic is all about speed and moving just crazy fast through this world. Like that's it. Like it's not about exploring the world as much. From what I've like seen and played of Sonic, it's just about going fast. And that's what you see from these sets. And there's some like kind of other little things to it and collecting the coins. Whereas like
the rings.
Mario is about exploring and go like there's a lot more things you kind of hit on and get stuff from. And I feel like honestly, even though I hate to say it, it makes sense why they went the electronic route for that one and the ball shooting one for this one. It just makes sense with what they come with. Now, Mario has an amazing world and amazing world building, and I think it would fit perfect to minifigure form. But honestly, I think if we ever got Zelda, they would go minifigure form in sets because it makes sense from the world that they're basing it off of. So just got to remember what is this he's based off of? A platformer where the guy goes really fast through wheels and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So what I like as well, I just want to make the point. I like it's Dr. Eggman, right?
Yes.
That's the villain. Much better looking in this set. Much better looking in this set.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that.
And
I think some people don't like him, but it doesn't look too bad to me.
He's an actual figure, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's an upgrade.
My thing is, so Sonic got an adult set. It got the 18 plus ideas set for us to be able to display. For Sonic fans to be able to display on the shelf. Mario has never got, well, I guess it did. I take that back. It got the mystery block and the Bowser technically ish.
And
not with
Mario's got the Mario needs minifigs. That they've got the micro, they got the big, they got every single character that you can see in Mario form except a minifigure.
Except a minigure. Why can't we get one Mario set with the minifigs? I don't know.
I have a feeling that's
Smash Bros. CMF series.
I agreed.
Oh,
I will say though,
amazing.
I wish they had made these a little more like you can get more of the track that builds on top of each other to do more stuff with. I don't know. The first and second you can kind of do that. I don't know. I was just thinking like more like each of them kind of add something new and a unique element that you can do fun stuff with to the ball thing. Kind of like you can get with Mario, but at the same time, I don't know. These make sense.
It reminds me of what were the Matchbox cars with the track. That's what this
Hot
reminds
Wheels?
me of a little bit.
Yeah,
exactly. I had those as a kid, and I played with those not for very long, but then I got into Star Wars. Those were cool. What I'm saying is I can see a kid playing with this like I did with that.
And this is a good picture too. Like they don't have like some random lamp. It's I can believe this is actually happened. I can believe that this is just taken from
you wait until our next set.
There's a dirty towel in the background. That's accurate.
No, that's a blanket. This is that couch would not look like that if it's got kids who's playing with this set. That's all I'm saying. It's some ratted up couch that's been like
I think this is much better. This is much better looking than the posed look. Okay, I will say though, Ethan, on the contrary, this kid is playing on a concrete surface.
Yeah, I don't know what this one's doing.
What is with the brutalism? This kid is on a concrete block.
Maybe he's playing on steps at a park.
No, there was another picture with it that I didn't include here, and you can clearly see that this is somewhat of a place in someone's home. There's a pillow in the background.
No, man. They're so disconnected from what an actual house looks, unless that's what Denmark house looks like.
He put this kid in the concrete bunker.
All right, let's
moving on to the last theme, which is Lego Disney. This is one-off set Disney animation icons. $59.99, $60 US, releasing June 1st. We do get an exclusive Mickey. Hey, what's up, Jillian? Jillian's in the house. Yeah, what park has pillows? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Anyways, what are your thoughts on this set? Keeping in mind that, like the Sonic set, it might not be.
Hey guys, did you know Dots was coming back? This is all that is. It's a dot set. I don't care. I literally don't care.
It's not branded as dots. It's not. Yeah. It's not branded as dots.
No, it's branded as Disney, which is kind of worse than dots at this point.
So I guess that's a good point. Why do you think that they're making the set after saying that Dots is no longer?
Because they want to target all ages, and we're seeing this, all ages and different groups of people when it comes to Disney. Disney fans are insane and will buy whatever Disney stuff comes out. Disney fans are part of a cult. But Dots is
Sorry,
different.
Dots fans. Sorry, Dots fans.
No.
I want all your Dots bracelets. I love Dots.
What did I take?
Brad, say something positive and something negative about this set. You get one pro and one con.
Are part of a cult, and so they're doing whatever they can to target every member of that cult. And this is just hitting a younger generation or the artsy members of the cult.
And you're the biggest
positive
fan of
thing is,
you get
Castle
Castle
fans
napkins.
are a cult, Brad.
Yeah,
Castle
you get
fans
napkins.
are a cult.
no, they're part of a
They have
kingdom.
pens. They have napkins. They have armies.
The cool thing about this,
I think this would look great on a wall. Like,
yeah,
if you just had.
I agree with Ethan. That's my positive.
I don't mind it. It's not meant for me. Even as a Disney fan, it's not meant for me. It's meant for a kid. It's meant for a younger individual who likes playing with Lego. And, we're the type of people also that follow the set, right? We don't, Ethan's a different story. He makes mocks and does his own thing. But I could see a kid making these characters and then making characters that aren't included in the instructions.
Oh yeah, that.
They have the ability to do that. They have the creativity to do that. I don't really think in that way when I'm building Lego sets specifically, unless my mind is geared towards making a mock. I do really like that they at least included a figure in it for some extra value. Dots would have never done that.
It's true.
Man,
I think they did that so people didn't think it was a Dot set.
That was video.
What did you say, Ethan? I think $60 is a little overpriced.
Yes.
I will say that.
I might come with some extra parts, though, so you can make other things with it. But
hey, I get bonus points, people. I get
bonus points.
Bonus points. This is actually, this is my Disney College Program graduation cap.
Oh my gosh. All right, moving on.
A very special piece. Last one that we're going to be talking about tonight is the Little Mermaid Royal Clamshell set, which might be a divisive topic amongst the four of us, but $160, releases May 4th on Star Wars Day.
On Star Wars Day.
Funny. The Star Wars set's released before Star Wars Day on May 1st, but the Little Mermaid set releases on Star Wars Day, May the 4th. That's interesting. But this is one of those. These are both, I guess, a part of the 100 years celebration Disney line. Well, no, this is technically just for the Little Mermaid. This was a part of the Disney celebration line. Comes with 4 figures.
Go back.
5 figures. Box. Yes.
Oh, for some reason I thought it said 100 years on it too. So
I did it. I did it first as well, but no. 5 figures plus a flounder and a crab. What do you think?
They did him so dirty. Like that's supposed to be. Sorry, that's supposed to like the crab is what I'm saying. They did dirty.
I mean, it's a live action crab. There's not much you can do.
The live action crab is going to look like the Lego crab.
Is he a lobster in the animation?
No, it's a crab.
Well, I don't know. I think the figures are cool. Very weird colors to the figures. I'm not gonna lie. Like
these are a little washed out. It looks on here digitally. I don't think in person they'll look. These are renders.
Just okay. Can you go back to the big thing of it though? It's a cool idea. I like what the designer did of capturing that ocean life, but also having those like kind of the part of the seashell there. I think
I don't think they needed to make a giant seashell. I feel like they could have just done a better job of capturing ocean life. And then
to me, it's a blend. To me, it's both. So the way I see it is like the shell frames the canvas for you to be able to put those ocean pieces on. What I've seen a lot of people complaining about is the colors just feel splashed on and there's no consistency to it. It makes your eye wander all over the place and it's hard to be able to focus on what you're looking at. And I think the shell provides the stability to be able to have that. That's just my take.
For those asking the question, there is a Ariel in this set, and it's based off of the new movie Ariel. So far left there. Going back to the set, I don't know. I just don't care. When it comes down to it,
Brad is not a Disney fan. Brad is not a Disney fan.
I am fully just don't care anymore about Disney, most Disney things that they put out, because it just feels like rehashing old things that were actually good. There's some cool figures in it. I think it's a cool display piece for anybody, but like also, that's fine. Okay. I finally realized what I don't like about this. It's not a recognizable thing. Like, this isn't like as a big set that's supposed to be this big display piece. When I really think about that, it's like my roommate won't let me put certain sets in our living room because they're not recognizable. Like, you can't, like, if someone walked into the room, everyone would look at that and go, oh, I don't know what that is. But there's certain things like you walk in and you see, an AT-AT. People are like, oh, that's an AT-AT from Star Wars, right? Or they know it's something like, to me, this is it's a generic underwater thing that happens to be Little Mermaid theme and have the characters from it. I think that's fine. I think that's finally what I've landed on, that like there's something I didn't like about the set. It's not something memorable.
Do you think that that's a byproduct of it being based on the live action film that's coming out?
Yes.
And not the animated version?
Yes.
Because in the pop culture, that film has existed. It's a classic. It's a Disney classic that's existed for a long time now. And so this is a very different look than we're used to in terms of what the Little Mermaid is going to look like. I'm not saying the character. I'm saying the film.
Yeah.
The Little Mermaid looks like. This is more detailed than a cartoon rendition. But this looks like the undersea. This does not look like.
I'm saying the location itself. Piece. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I think the designer did a great job on it, and all props to them.
But if it was a castle, let's say it was the palace, Ariel's palace, instead of the clamshell, do you think that would have had more recognizability along with it?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think someone could look at that and be like, oh, that's maybe like, I don't know, because my mind, I can't think of what it looks like, but like, oh, that's Ariel's palace from Little Mermaid. So
to me, it looks better, and like this picture looks better rather than just a plain white background, because it's like,
or even on the box, kind of looks weird on the box too.
Box is all right, but when it's a white background with a white shell, it's kind of hard to get definition with it.
Yeah. Say, what do you think? You're a big Disney fan.
Like Matt said, if it was the castle, it'd be more exciting. The fact that it's based on a movie that's not even out yet, but yet it's $160. I mean,
it's a risky move. Yeah,
it's risky. I mean, putting it out after the movie was out, maybe people would be more excited about it. But as it stands right now, nobody knows what this is. Nobody's seen the movie, so nobody can reference the two together. They just see it as this is new Mermaid with new stuff. Great. It's not exciting. Right. So, yeah.
A lot of people were complaining that the back, and I should have included this in here in the photos, but I didn't. I forgot. The back of the shell is just bare. There's nothing. I know Brad gawks at it, but to me, I'm fine with it. And here's why. Firstly, you're not going to see the back. It's a display piece that you're gonna see against the wall. You look at it, you don't see very many play features, if any, other than posing the figures and kind of moving some things around with them. But there's no real play features that really pop out.
Yeah, it's a hardcore display set when it comes down to it.
Right. The second thing is, let's say even though you're never going to see the back, they did put all those pieces onto it to fully flesh out the shell. This would have been above a $200 set. Whereas I would say that this feels more geared towards more of a casual fan, not a Lego specific fan, but definitely a Disney fan. And so let's say you're a family who goes to see the new movie together. Then you're at the Lego store and you happen to come across this set and you buy it together to build together as a family.
You know what? People aren't going to buy this for their family. Like, parents aren't going to be, I don't know. There's other sets with Little Mermaid that are kind of coming out. Like, they're going to buy that set you got sent. Whereas, like, to me, this one, it's very geared towards adults, which I think was kind of a bad move. I think Little Mermaid is bigger deal with a younger audience. I think there is an older audience that's into it, but I just don't think I don't think it was a smart move doing $160 big this should have been a set that like comes out a year after the movie or something like that. After people have seen it and they, gauge whether or not the movie actually did well. Because otherwise, I think like a smaller set with the Little Mermaid, kind of more based on the new movie, would have been a smarter decision, personally. But again,
even at $100, I think it would have helped this to be able to sell more. And for someone who is above the age of 18 and is a Disney fan, the live action films haven't really done anything for me. Maybe this will be different. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but to me, Disney live action films have always felt like a cash grab. And I put this into my Instagram post that I wrote the other day, and I'm worried. It's nice that Lego is making all these Disney sets, but I'm really worried that these sets are going to be as much of a cash grab as the movies are. I like this one. Genuinely, I like this set. I know a lot of people have hated on it. There's kind of been a mixed review, and I'm really excited to build it. I hope it lives up to the expectation I have, but I hope that in the future they focus on kind of bringing it to life in the way that you put, Brad, and making it feel like the Little Mermaid a little bit more.
You know what would have been cool is, find like I guess a goal with a Lego set is to find as much as like create a wide audience. I think what would have been a good idea is find a scene that's in both the live action one and the animated one, and include both like minifigures from both sides, the animated and the live action. It would be cool to have like a combination of the two. So it kind of gives you like an option to choose whether you want the live action or the animated. So you can kind of choose display ability.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're kind of all cut from the same cloth in the sense of we grew up with the animated version. And obviously this is something new to us. But I would rather display something from my childhood in my home.
Yeah.
Rather than something that doesn't really speak to me in the same way. I mean, it's the same story, granted.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I love animation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I know you're excited about this one, but originally when I first saw it, I literally was like, this is a crash grab. Like, this is trying to get money from,
Oh,
but
every set is technically a cash grab when you like their goal is to make money.
I really like the reason I like it is because I really like the design. I think it's something very different than we don't normally get.
But it's executed very well with what it is.
Yeah.
What would have been cool is I feel like there's not enough vibrant colors. Like if you mix Avatar and this together, create more of. I mean, I guess there is bright colors there, but Avatar did really well with its underwater foliage and all that.
Yeah, I think that is another thing. It should have had a lot more. It's underwater. They have some in there, but it doesn't feel like it's enough.
Yeah. No, and that's what I was saying earlier, where the colors seemed very mixed, and you lose what the shape is and what it's trying to present as. With it kind of being just scattered throughout. I don't know. It also might be one of those sets that looks a lot better in person.
And it could be, yeah.
Box is showing. So,
but it's
any
like,
final
if I got
thoughts?
the set, I was like, it looks like a fun build. It looks like it would be great on my shelf. Like Matt said, it stands out.
Yeah,
and that's what I saw a comment from Dude Jude. It would be really cool if it opened up. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
like that's like, man, imagine if it opened up and kind of like the pop-up book, and it kind of moved along the way. That would be really cool. But that's a mock.
Yeah.
You know how hard that would be to design as a set? Oh. Fun fact, the guy who designed this also did some of the Harry Potter stuff in the past. He was on that team for a while. So
that's cool.
It's cool to see designers go throughout the different themes and put their own perspectives on things.
Really quick, because we need to end the show. Just look at this person's house. Just that picture exactly. There's a certain vibe that I'm like, you know.
I really, Ethan said so many times that he wants to be in these photos. I am putting the call out. I'm putting the call out to all of the Stud Buds watchers, viewers, listeners, fans. Please Photoshop Ethan into these photos.
Yes,
Please
can that be, guys? All right, we're doing a meme challenge next week. Take whatever Lego set and Photoshop any of us into them, especially Ethan or Zane. But literally take any of us and Photoshop them into any of these sets. I think that would be absolutely hilarious to see us in the background of some of these.
This is clearly create a hashtag. Make Ethan a Lego model.
Exactly.
Oh no. The thing is, you want these photos from a marketing perspective should be able to look like someone who typically buys these sets or who buys Lego. Maybe not necessarily a hardcore fan, but somebody who's buying this. And I don't know.
Not even the softcore fans' houses look like this. Like,
but the thing is this the demographic that they're trying to hit? Like, is this their ideal buyer?
It's luxury. They're trying to sell luxury, and that's
is that
not who Lego is. Because their fandom isn't a luxury
lavender
fandom.
Little ring. That's nice. That looks good. That's some color.
Looks like a bathroom.
I can smell this room. It smells like all nice and clean.
Yeah, like scented candles.
Lavender.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's very like that couch. You would never see that in someone's house.
Honestly, this is a real wow. That is a nice couch.
That's like Victorian era. Like,
sounds like
couch.
I need to drink with my pinky out. Nice.
And it needs to be on a little saucer, and the teacup needs to be like this big, and you're like,
these are actually called. So in the photo that in the file that I get from the Lego Ambassador Network, these are referred to as lifestyle images. Lifestyle. Is this the lifestyle that people have who buy Lego?
No, because they don't have enough money to have that kind of lifestyle because of how they spend it all on Lego.
I don't know.
Right.
The marketing.
Being a bathroom, this would be a great bathroom set if you had space.
It's true. I agree with that. Actually.
Or like a beach cabin.
So
but
yeah, that could work.
I don't want Lego sets in a beach cabin. It'd have to be no touchy in the contract.
Alrighty.
Final thoughts, and Brad, take us out of here.
I can't remember what music did we use last time. Zane. All right, Zane, can you quickly grab the music for us? Guys, I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I hope let us know in the comments down below. First off, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Which one of these sets are you most excited about? You know, was it the Fang Fighter versus Interceptor, which I did finish building, or was it the Sonic, or was it the Little Mermaid set? Whichever one it was, let us know. But hey, we always got new stuff coming out. Next week is going to be a new week with new news, new stories, new fun. So hey, Zane, love you. Good night.
Ethan, I
Oh.
love you.
You know, I think the shell was my favorite set on tonight's episode.
Good night, everybody.